tell my kids that. And they're like, Dad, it's not funny. I'm like, it was funny for a bunch of people.
All right. Just got to strategize. Got to have the meeting. Got to have the.
Yep.
So, has there ever been talk of a Ghostfacers show off of Supernatural? And if so, was it like season 3, episode 13, where it's like the entire cast, or is it just the two of you?
So the crazy part, Travis, jump in here. So we done, it was after the Ghostfacer episode, right?
Yeah. So after the Ghostfacer, I mean, you do know that there was a web series, right?
So we were the first. So back like in season 2 or 3.
3.
We got a call from Eric Kirby after we did the Ben England Ghostfacer episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Eric Kirby wants to have you in the office, like.
Well, hold on, let me jump in. So after we shot Ghostfacers, we just loved the characters, right? And we didn't want to stop doing it. And I think the first thing we did is we got back to LA, and the first thing we did is we went down to Comic-Con, and we crashed their
Did you guys remember
Comic-Con.
that? When we went to Comic-Con and we crashed the
This was a while ago.
It was probably season 2 or 3.
Right.
And Eric Kirby was like, I want you guys to go down and crash Comic-Con. And we were also like, I don't think anybody's gonna know who we are. And we get up there and we're like, what are you douche nozzles doing up here? Like, this is our panel. And Jared is like, what are you talking about? But it was like a 30-second thing that was one of the coolest things. But when we walked out on stage, it was, you guys remembered us. We're like, oh, this is, nobody puts a baby in the corner. We're right here.
So yeah, so we just loved the characters. We kept shooting stuff. We went into Phil Sgrisia's garage and just kind of started just shooting. We didn't know what we were going to do with it, but we just kept shooting and shooting. You know, we just had like these different little pieces we were putting together. And then and then we get this call from Eric Kripke, and he tells us like, "Hey guys, we need to talk to you."
Yeah, I thought I was like, uh-oh, because we'd been putting videos out on our own as well.
Yeah.
Just putting this before YouTube was out, we were just putting them out. And we walk into the office. I'll never forget this. And they're like, oh yeah, Mr. Kripke is in the back. And we walk in, and we open the door, and it's like a room full of executives. And we're like, oh, sorry, wrong room. They're like, no, you're in the right place. We're like, okay. So we walk in, we're like, hey, Kripke. And we're like, okay, there's a lot of important people here. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, we fucked up, bro. I don't know what we did.
It was like being called into the principal's office.
No,
we were like,
oh,
we are screwed.
I'm like, man.
These people look like attorneys.
Because we just did a video like called GMA Ghost Martial Arts, where you have to like you try to like, how do you sweep kick a ghost when they got no legs? And this is Ghost Martial Arts. And we're like, we're like, they're mad at us because we did that.
Yeah, because we're over here like using the characters and just kind of making our own stuff.
So we're in trouble. And then Kripke was like, hey man, we want to talk to you about doing a show. And we're like, what? Ooh. And they're like, we want you guys to write it and direct it and shoot it. And it'll be a web series. And this is before any of this had happened. Like,
yeah, no one had really heard of this before. This was not.
It wasn't even a platform. And Warner Bros., I think was at the time, was looking at doing this, but this is 15 years ago. So we cast the whole thing, and we brought out a show, like was with McCheese Company. We had an office there, and we wrote it, and him and I co-directed it, and we wrote it, and another guy, Duty, and we shot this. It was 10 3-minute episodes, kind of like what the series now that we're in talks with. It was crazy, but it was way before the time, so there was no way to track it. They couldn't get international, which is a lot of our fans. You know, England. Is anybody from England over here? Anybody from England?
No.
We love England, York. We love. But the international, they couldn't figure it out. It was a lot of the time they couldn't track it, so it kind of came out and they didn't know what to do. And there was, I think the strike happened, then it was like, so a lot of things happened and just sort of fizzled, but that was originally, we were the first spin-off. And then to what you were saying before, when now we're at, it's kind of come full circle where we're sort of, there's so much I want to tell you guys, it's so exciting. I can't, but I just want to.
But yeah, it's. I think they put the whole web series on the season 3 DVD or season 4 DVD.
Something.
Does anybody know? Am I right? Season 3 DVD.
And then the other part too. This was the crazy part. So then when they changed showrunners, like the Ghostfacers was Kripke's thing. That was their That was his little thing. And when showrunners come in, they like to have their own sort of thing. And the next showrunner was like, these guys, see you, buddy. All right, we're, can we get the, do you have my ballot? Okay, we're out. It was pretty quick. But, and then it was like years before we came back again. Yeah.
But so in answer to your question, yes, yeah, the idea of a spin-off and the Ghostfacers having their own show was definitely an idea.
And but where Crippy did say in the room, which I forgot, was that the reason why the first concept of it was you guys in chat rooms saying Ghostfacers, Harry and Ed, and it was you guys were the reason. That it was the first thing he said. He's like, in the chat rooms, this is way back when it was like chat rooms. They're just talking about Ghostfacers. I'm like, we want to give you guys your shot. We're like, so that's you guys. So you're like, when I say how much love we have for you guys, these are the two most favorite. Like, I've done a lot of work, he's done a shit ton of work, and I will tell you honestly, all my kids' life, Ed is my favorite character I've ever played. Ever. It is so fun. I'm a dork. You get to just be like a super dork all the time, you know? And it's, and you're a dork too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why we
And we
kept
became
shooting
best friends right away.
Yeah, like we'll just fall into character. We were hanging out last night.
We were spooning at like 4 in the morning.
Just
He said he was scared, and I'm like, I'll hold you.
Yeah, and so I was the little spoon.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh.
But yeah, like we'll just fall into character. Like we were hanging out last night. We were just.
And that wasn't character. That was just us.
That was actually just us being nerds.
Trying to get into character.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
Hi. First, I just want to say I think you two are so funny. Ghostfacers is one of my favorite episodes in the entire show.
Thank you.
And my question is, if as the Ghostfacers you could fight any monster, any cryptid, any sort of creature, who would you fight and how would you win?
Ooh.
Good one.
Ooh.
Good one.
I would love to. I love Mark's voice. Hello. I'd love to just be like, Ed gets possessed and it's his voice. Like he's just got that he just pops up and he's like, hello. That would be. I'd like to be. What's his character's name? Crowley. Whatever. I'm butchering it right now. He punched me, but he just is like, hello. That'd be fun. Who about you?
I always thought it'd be really cool to do a piece where one of us gets possessed by a demon. And obviously.
You gotta do mouth to mouth to bring it back. Resuscitation. Right? That's where you're going?
Yeah. Or that, or
That's how you bring the spirit back, yeah. Suck it out.
Maybe trying to Harry drawing a little demon trap onto Ed while he's sleeping.
In my midriff?
Right on, yeah, but it's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
It's like over your belly button.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm a demon.
Yeah, I would say that the whole demon possession angle for the Ghostfacers would be really cool, in my opinion.
You're welcome. I hope that answered it.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Jen. This is my sister Tony.
Hey.
We loved you in Supernatural. But my question is going to be for AJ. So AJ, we first saw you in SEAL Team. So we watched SEAL Team before Supernatural. So we're new Supernatural fans.
Awesome.
So as Sunny, you make fun of Clay a ton. You've got all these nicknames: Obi, Blonde, Kenobi, Live and Run Free. Did you come up with any of those nicknames? Like, how did you guys kind of rip on each other during filming?
AJ is a master at coming up with insulting nicknames.
I was, it started where I was trying to make Max laugh, and I like to improv. Like once we get the lines down, I'm like, can I just riff?
Yeah.
And it kind of turned into a thing where I was just trying to get him to break, and he's very tough to break, but I would get him. I think what was the first one that was like Blonde Ambition or something like that? Bend and Snap, I said, bend and snap? And he was like, haha. I was like, God. So that, and then I knew if I just kept digging, like Ricky Short, all these other ones, but then the producer again, I thought I was in trouble. But they're like, keep doing, we like the making fun of. And I would just come up with something on my brain goes in weird places. So I would just start saying stuff. I was just trying to make him laugh. But Max has become one of my dearest friends, and that show, very, very proud of it. Just moved to Netflix, and we employed 60% of our crew first show in television history. We're veterans. It's now considered the most successful military drama of all time, and it wasn't because we told the story about war. We told the story about the guys coming home and how hard it is for them the men and women, to get to the VA, to get their 100%, to how broken the families are. So it was more the war at home and the invisible wounds of war they have. And it's something that, in my entire career, that is something I'm so proud of. And now I'm even more so, like, as a person, as a man, being a part of Gary Sinise Foundation and the board of these things, and just really supporting our troops and our men and women that do so much for us in this country. Hello.
Hello. So thanks you both for coming out. I'm really excited about this new project with the Ghostfacers. That's pretty exciting. My question is for AJ. Actually, I'm from Pennsylvania, and we are around a lot of Amish people. Well, it turns out you were in the show, the Amish Mafia show. We really love that. And we were kind of frustrated because season 2 came around and you weren't in it.
Yeah.
And you were the lead. Like, how do they replace a lead? Like, what happened?
Bronco Novak was the character, and it was based on a true story of these Amish people that smuggled. It was one of the biggest cocaine drug lines. They were smuggling cocaine in cheese wheels. It's like a true story. Down in Mexico, Mexican mafia, like it really happened. And I played this detective, a real guy, Bronco Novak, that breaks the case. And we shot in Nova Scotia. And let me tell you first. I don't know if you guys have seen Amish woodworking before. What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And on top of it, first time I ever had unpasteurized milk, delicious. Like those people are on fire. They got things. And they're like, all right, well, we're building houses. Let's just put a bunch of cocaine and some cheese wheels and set it down in Mexico. And it was a crazy story. And what was the question?
Why weren't you in season 2?
Oh yeah, so I got SEAL Team. Yeah, I got SEAL Team because it was only supposed to be a 1-series thing, like a mini series, 8 episodes, and we were just about to go into talks again, and I wasn't under contract, and SEAL Team came along, but I would tell you this: the crazy part about that, I wouldn't have gotten SEAL Team if I hadn't done that role, because they wanted me super heavy at the beginning of that show. So I gained a bunch of weight. I gained like 25 pounds. And then at the end of it, they wanted me to be super lean because I stopped drinking and get focused and wanted to discover that, which was the true story of the guy. So I went from like 225 pounds to like 170 pounds in the 6 months that I was filming. And I was in the best shape of my life. And the day I got back from filming, I had an appointment for SEAL Team, and I went in there in good shape. And so it's weird how God works, you know? So that was great. I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
What was your name?
Mike, thank you.
Thanks,
You're
Mike.
awesome. Both of you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Hi. So my question is for both of you. When is Travis going to be on your podcast, AJ?
I was.
Preferably an Unfiltered Friday.
He was on the Real Fake Seal one, which that was the sort of the hiccup before. It was like a it's just a fart. Oh, it was like that was Real Fake Seal. I think I'm gonna. Oh no, just fart.
So I was the shart of
No,
your
you weren't.
podcast
The
group.
show was. But then when I made like the Real Fake Seal, that was like, oh man, I'm letting it loose. Travis is. I love this kid more than anything, and he's like the best. He made like there's people you meet in your life, and I'm just saying this up here. When you're doing a scene, the job of an actor in a scene is to make the person that you're working with to look really good. And this guy's.
I make AJ look real good.
He
I just stand right next to him. Everyone's like, that guy.
No, but he literally sets up the best jokes, and like it's a true partnership in that. So, but yeah, you were the second guest on the Real Fake Seal, but AJ Buckley podcast, he's doors open. He should be on Unfiltered Friday. Yeah.
What's Unfiltered Friday? What is this?
It's unfiltered. It's on a Friday.
It's okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's
Pure
great.
chaos.
I'm glad you don't filter it on a Tuesday.
No,
yeah.
we actually film it on a Wednesday.
Oh. That's fine.
Yeah, because I gotta,
That's fine.
just,
It works.
because it's bad luck if you film on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ghosts. Yeah.
Gonna watch it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi,
Sorry.
my name is Megan.
Hello, Megan.
This is a question for Travis. How fun was it to film Eurotrip?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, we shot it. We actually just shot it in Prague because Prague was never bombed during World War II. Fun fact. So Prague just had all this amazing architecture, and they could basically dress any part of Europe. They could find a place in Prague that looked like that place. So France, England, Italy, all that architecture was in Prague. So just being able to be there for about 3 months and do that work, it was amazing. The exchange rate at the time was incredible. That scene where we go in and they're just bringing in the lobster and the champagne and all that stuff. I still remember. So I'm hanging out with the girl that played Mika, and she was like, "Let's get a bottle of champagne," and I'm like, "All right, go ahead." And she's like, yeah. She just calls a room service. Yes, I'd like 2 bottles of Moet Chandon, thank you. And I'm like, whoa, who's paying for that? She's like, I got it. Shows up, and I did the exchange rate. Each bottle was about $3. American dollars. So like that scene where they're bringing in the lobster and everything, and I got a nickel. I'm just saying. At the time when we shot it, it was about accurate. But yeah, it was a blast.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
cool. And also got to go sightseeing. Because you have days off, and I could just go around and check out the castles and stuff. I was actually my character in real life when I was in Prague. I literally was walking around with a guidebook. True story. Yeah.